Hey everyone, and welcome to Tech Ability Pirates of the Caribbean Week 4 core class. So today what we're going to do is we're going to create a particle effect that follows our ball. To start off, what we want to go ahead and do is go down to the bottom right hand corner of our screen and hover your mouse over the cat head with the plus sign, and when you do, it'll say choose a sprite and a toolbar will appear. And on that toolbar, I want you guys to click on the paintbrush. This will create a new sprite called Sprite 1. And right below the game window, we can rename it. And I want you guys to call it Trail. Trail. And what we want to do is I'm going to click on my square tool on the left-hand side. And I'm going to click on Fill to change the color. So I'm going to go with this light blue color. And I'm going to make sure I have no outline because I don't want... Actually, maybe I do want an outline. I'm going to go with a small outline. I'm going to start out with just a square, and I'm going to put it in the center of my screen. And then I'm going to click on the reshape tool on the left-hand side of my screen. That looks like my mouse cursor with a little ball at the end of it. And I'm going to click somewhere on the blue line to create this dot, and I'm going to pull it inwards to be able to change the shape. So I'm going to do that to all four corners, or all four sides of this. You guys don't have to follow what I'm doing exactly if you guys don't want to. I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to click copy, paste, move it back to the center, and then I'm going to rotate this. Maybe not. I don't like that. Okay, so actually I'm just going to leave it just like this, I think. Then I'm going to just highlight the whole thing by clicking and dragging across my screen, and I'm just going to shrink it down a little bit because it has to be pretty small because this is going to be like a particle effect that comes off the ball. But go ahead and pause the video here and create your guys' particle effect before moving on to the next step. Once you guys are ready, you guys are going to go to the top left and click on the Code tab. And we're going to start off by going to Events. That's the yellow color on the left-hand side. And at the top, we're going to grab When Green Flag Clicked and drag it and drop it into our white space. Next, I'm going to go to Looks. That's the purple color on the left-hand side. And I'm going to grab Set Size to. It's going to say 100%. I'm going to attach it to the bottom of our code and change it to 30%. Next, I'm going to grab Go to Front Layer. That's also under Looks. And I'm going to change it from front to back by clicking on the word front, and I can click this drop down to say back. After that, I'm going to go to Control on the left-hand side. That's the orange color, and I'm going to grab Forever. After that, I'm going to go to Motion. That's the blue color at the top left. And then I'm going to look for Go To. It's going to say Go to Random Position. I'm going to grab it and put it inside Forever. And I'm going to make it say Ball by clicking on it. After that, I'm going to grab Move 10 Steps, and I'm going to place it underneath the Go To Ball. Then I'm going to go to Operators and grab the Divide operator, put it inside the Move. Then what I'm going to do is click on Sensing on the left-hand side. That's that light blue color. And I'm going to grab Distance 2 and put it inside the first bubble and make it say Ball. And in the next bubble, I'm going to put 4. So that's the first script, first block of code here. Go ahead and pause the video here and copy this before moving on to the second one. Next, what we're going to go ahead and do is just scroll down a little bit, give ourselves some room underneath this code. And we're going to go to Events for the second block of code. That's the yellow color on the left-hand side. And we're going to grab When Green Flag Clicked. Then we're going to go to Control and grab Forever, attaching it to When Green Flag Clicked. And then also under Control, we're going to grab Create Clone of Myself and put it inside Forever. So go ahead and pause the video here and copy the second block of code before we move on to the next one. For the third block of code, we're just going to scroll down just a little bit more. And we're going to start off by going to Control on the left-hand side. And we're going to grab When I Start as a Clone and place it in the white space. Then we're going to go to Looks, that's the purple color on the left-hand side, and grab Set, should say Set Color. Yep, Set Color Effect 2. And I'm going to grab 2 of them, placing underneath Clone. The second one, I'm going to click on it and make it say Ghost. After that, I'm going to go to Operators and grab Pick Random 1 to 10 and drag it and drop it in both of these 0 bubbles. For this first pick random, I'm going to change the number to 0 and the second number to 100. And for the other one, I'm going to change it to 55 and 80. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more and then go to motion, that's the blue color on the left-hand side, and grab point in direction. And I'm going to place it at the bottom of our code. Then I'm going to go to the green color on the left-hand side for operators and grab pick random 1 to 10 and put it where it says 90. The first bubble is going to be 180 and the second bubble is going to be minus 180. Then I'm going to go to control and grab forever, placing it at the bottom of our code. Then I'm going to go to motion, that's the blue color on the left-hand side, and grab turn right 15 degrees, placing inside forever. And then lastly, we're going to go to operators, that's the green color on the left-hand side, grab pick random 1 to 10. In the first one, we're going to put 7, and in the second one, we're going to put minus 7. And that is the end of the second block of code, so if you guys would like to go ahead and pause the video here and get that before moving on to the next one. Next, what we're going to do is just scroll down just a little bit more, and we're going to start off by going to control, that's that orange color on the left-hand side. And we're going to look for when I start as a clone and place it right underneath our code. Then we're going to look for repeat until and place it under our code as well. Next, we want to go to operators, that's that green color on the left-hand side, and we're going to grab the equals sign, so blank equals 50, and put it inside repeat until. Change the number 50 to the number 8. And go to looks and grab size, so it's going to be the very bottom of looks, it's a little bubble that says size, and put it inside the first blank bubble of the equals operator. Next, what we're going to do is under looks, grab change size by and put it inside of our code and change 10 to minus 2. Then we're going to grab change color effect by and place it underneath the other code. Click on color, make it ghost, and make it 1 instead of 25. Next, we're going to go to motion and grab move 10 steps, placing it at the bottom of our code while still being inside repeat until. Then we're going to go to control and at the bottom grab delete this clone and place it at the very bottom of our code. And this is the end of the first block of code, so if you guys would like to go ahead and pause the video here and copy this before moving on to the next step, go ahead and do that now. Next, what we're going to go ahead and do is go and create a new sprite. So we need to go down to the bottom right hand corner of our screen and look for the cat head with the plus sign and hover your mouse over it. It'll say choose a sprite and the toolbar will appear, and on that toolbar we want to click the paintbrush. This will create the new sprite called Sprite 1, and we want to rename it to called Poof. P-O-O-F. What we want to do is create a small cloud that will appear and disappear. So I'm going to click on the circle tool on the left hand side, and when I click on fill, I want to click on this radiating effect all the way at the right hand side of the fill options for the squares, for the fades. And this will allow us to pick two different colors, but I want them both to be white. So I'm just going to have two different shades of white. One's going to be slightly darker than the other. I'm going to have no outline here, so I'm going to make that 0. Let me zoom in, and I'm going to start off by just making a circle. Make that centered, and then I'm going to make another one, and another one. And I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to make it look like a little cloud here. And there we go. So I just kind of made a little cloud here, and I'm actually going to highlight this whole thing, and I'm going to shrink it down a little bit. And I'm going to move it to the center of my screen so it's centered. And then what I want to do is, once I'm done doing this, I'm going to go at the top left hand corner and click on code. But if you guys are not ready, go ahead and pause the video here. So I'm going to go over to my code screen, and what I want to do to start off is I would like to go to events on the left hand side, that's that yellow color, and I'm going to grab when green flag clicked, and I'm going to drag it into the white space. Then I'm going to go to looks, that's the purple color on the left hand side, and I'm going to grab a hide. Then I'm going to grab go to front layer. I'm going to click on the word front and change it to back. I'm I'm going to then go to Control on the left-hand side, that's that orange color, and grab Forever. Then I'm going to go to Motion at the top left-hand corner of my screen, that's that blue color. And I'm going to grab Go to Random Position and put it inside Forever. Click on the word Random Position and make it say Ball. Then I'm going to grab Move 10 Steps and place it at the bottom of Forever. We're going to go to Operators on the left-hand side, that's that green color, and grab the Divide operator and put it inside Move 10 Steps. The second one is going to be the number 4. And then we're going to go to Sensing and grab Distance to Mouse Pointer and put it in the first bubble. Click on the word Mouse Pointer and make it say Ball. If you guys need to go ahead and pause the video here before going on to the second block of code, go ahead and do that now. For the second block of code, what we're going to do is scroll down just a little bit. We're going to start off by going to Control and we're going to go to Events. For the second block of code, what we're going to go ahead and do is go to Events and grab When I Receive and drag it and drop it into the white space. We're then going to go ahead and click on the word and then make it say New Message and type Poof, P-O-O-F, and press OK. Then we're going to go ahead and scroll down just a little bit. Then we're going to go to Looks on the left-hand side, that's that purple color. And we're going to grab Show and place it underneath When I Receive Poof. Then we're going to go to Control and grab Wait 1 second and place it underneath Show. Change it to 0.5 seconds. Then we're going to go back to Looks and grab Hide and place it underneath that. And that is all. So make sure you guys go ahead and pause the video here and get the second block of code. Once you guys are all done here, what we want to do is go down to the bottom left-hand corner of our screen and click on our ball sprite. And inside our ball sprites code, we want to look for this block of code. So let me actually zoom out just a little bit more. It has if touching color, 2 of them. And what we want to do is go to Events, that's the orange color on the yellow color on the left-hand side, and we're going to grab Broadcast, and I'm going to drag it and drop it underneath Start Sound or Move Speed Steps. And I'm just going to do it for both of them. And where it says, click on the options, and we want it to say Poof. So make sure you guys go ahead and change yours to look like this on the ball sprite. Once you guys are done with this, what we want to go ahead and do is create a new sprite. So we're going to go ahead and go down to the bottom right-hand corner of our screen and hover our mouse over the cat head with the plus sign. And when you do, it'll say choose a sprite and a toolbar will appear. And on that toolbar, I want you guys to click on the paintbrush. We're going to go ahead and call it Level Transition, L-E-V-E-L space T-R-A-N-S-I-T-I-O-N. And I'm going to hit enter to save that name. What we're going to go ahead and do is create some confetti. So what I want you guys to do is click on Fill at the top left and make sure you guys click on one of the fade effects. And I'm going to go ahead and choose the color green. And then I'm going to choose a little bit of a darker green. I want to then use the square icon on the left hand side for the square tool. And I'm going to create, I'm actually going to have an outline on this of 3 thick. And I'm just going to create a square in the center of my screen. Next, I want to then rotate this square just at like a 90-degree angle or a 45-degree angle, just like off to the side a little bit, so it's like at a, slanted. And then I'm going to click on my reshape tool. That's the one that looks like my mouse cursor with a little dot at the end of it. And I just kind of want to make this look like confetti, so I'm going to kind of move it like this, make it look like it's falling. So I'm trying to make it look like paper confetti a little bit. Like that, I guess. Then what I want to do is make sure it's centered in my screen like so. So my blue cross and my black cross overlap each other. And go ahead and pause the video here and make your guys' shape and choose your guys' colors for your little confetti shape. Once you guys are ready, you guys are going to go to the top left and click on your code tab. And we're going to start off by going to events and grabbing when green flag clicked. Then going to looks, that's the purple color, and grabbing hide and attaching it to when green flag clicked, and that's the end of the first block of code. Then we want to go to events, that's the yellow color, and grab when I receive and make it say next level. Then we're going to go to looks and grab show and attach it to when I receive next level. After that, we're going to go to control and grab repeat 10. Place it at the bottom of show, type 20. Then we're going to grab create clone of myself and put it inside the repeat code. Then we're going to go to looks and grab change color effect. It's going to say by 25, but we just want to do it by 10. Then we're going to go to motion and grab go to X and Y and place it under our code. After that, we want to go to operators, the green color on the left hand side, and grab pick random 1 to 10 and put it inside X. And for the first number, we're going to do minus 223, and the second number is positive 223. After that, we want to go back to motion, that's that blue color at the top left, and we're going to grab Y position and put it inside Y bubble, so it looks like this. After that, we want to go back to control, that orange color on the left hand side, and grab wait 1 second and put it inside of our repeat 20, but at the bottom of our code, and change it to 0.0.1. Then we're going to go to looks and grab hide and place it at the bottom of our code, and that's the end of the second block of code, so you guys can go ahead and pause the video here and get this before moving on to the third block of code. Once you guys have that, we're going to go to control on the left hand side, that's that orange color, and we're going to grab when I start as a clone and place it inside our white space. Then we're going to grab repeat until and place it at the bottom of the code. Then we're going to go to sensing, that's that light blue color, and we're going to grab touching. It's going to say touching mouse pointer, put it inside the repeat until bubble. We want to click on this and make it say edge. Then we're going to go to motion, the blue color, and we're going to grab change Y by, and we're going to make it say -8. Then lastly, we're going to go to control and grab delete this clone and place it at the bottom of our code. And this is all the code for the level sprite. So once you guys have this code, you guys are done with the video. So make sure you guys pause it here, test out your guys' game, and I hope you guys have a really fun time with your guys' game, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye everyone.